Why? It's Terrance Gangsta Williams, aka OG Giggity, aka Mr. Answer Right Back, aka I gotta throw up the white flag. Hey, y'all, listen. Look who I got in the building. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Wow, what's that? This Calliope chill in the building. You heard me?
Okay,
About to
listen.
let
Let me tell you.
get this thing going, man.
Hey, chill. Let me tell you this, bro. Let me tell you why I reached out to you. Um, I was surfing the internet, right?
Yeah,
And I noticed when you was on with the homie Slum 1200, y'all was
right.
talking. So I was about to troll you and and mess with you on there, right? But then it caught my attention when you said you have a nonprofit and you were speaking on the children, and I was like, man, that's somebody I need to hook up with. You know
No
what I'm saying?
doubt.
Because, and another thing, the reason why I say I want to wave the white flag because people starting to really get engaged with you and I going back and forward, and this is not a publicity stunt. This wasn't nothing fake. We was really in the mud. We was really at each other in real life on the streets. And I don't want the youngsters or nobody else to think like, oh, they about to kick this wall back off. And then most importantly, it's only one of me now because everybody's to cut me off. So I can't go to war with y'all. But I'm too old for the bull for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I'm too
bro.
old for it, bro.
I'm doing love,
But
man.
I gotta yeah, and then you know what else? When I heard you say the Muslim brother Deuce Dog, and I was like, I said, I wonder if he's Muslim. Because
Yes.
people know, see, it's a known fact. If I know for a fact that you're a Muslim, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because I know the severe punishment behind that. You
Right.
know, so I take my dean serious. But man, alhamdulillah, I'm just happy that you accept my invite. And if you don't mind, I got some questions I want to ask you. Um, with due respect. My first question I would like to ask you was because I noticed you're not an NO. So what made you leave New Orleans?
Man, let me tell you something. New Orleans is a blood field. You smell blood every day in New Orleans, man. And at that time, I was in my addiction. You heard me? I was in the cuts. I was in every cut down there, bro. It's just I think by the permission of the law, man, I got a sign. Like, man, what you gonna die in the street or go live like a real nigga in penitentiary? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I got to get out. I already had sent my daughter up here like 2 years ago. I gave her a brand new Cadillac. You heard me? I say, look, go to Houston. I'm coming. Just go ahead to get her from around me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really want her to get me. I don't really want to inject up on her. You know what I'm saying? So she came out to the Houston, took care of business, and man, here I am right now today, bro.
Okay, so you like it in Houston?
Man, I love it. I
You got
love
it.
it. The lights on in Houston. You got banks on every block.
Okay. But I'm just saying this here. I'm gonna be a little messy. Houston ain't better than Arlington and Dallas. That's all I'm saying. Now, I noticed that you spoke on your nonprofit. So why did you stop the nonprofit?
It wasn't even me stopping it. Let me tell you, I created a nonprofit, bro, because like when I come from the feds, we go to read all them books. I was able to pick up on the information. I wasn't really running with the homies on the yard with the bull crap. I was dealing with a lot of intelligent dudes. I'm an intelligent dude, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to process the information. So when I got out, they was rebuilding the project, but they wasn't hiring people out the project. So I went against the big construction companies. I went all the way to City Hall with it, talked to the city council. They got this law called a Section 3 law, where anywhere the federal government allocate funds for a new project that's getting built, 30% of the work go to the people of that community. I knew that information. I learned that information in the feds. It was mandated by President Reagan. So the nonprofit wasn't even on my mind. But by me pushing them, saw how they was doing our people, made me create the nonprofit. So me and two of my other partners, we started a college initiative where we was taking them to colleges over the world, bro. Right now, I got 5 of them little dudes in college right now, man. Shout out Orlando.
That's
Yeah,
good.
bro.
I got a real serious, maybe a sensitive question that I want to ask. Like, how? how did you cope, or what did you how do you feel, or what did you go through losing two brothers within 7 year period span?
Boy, you come there with that from? Yeah, man. I lost two brothers in seven
I'm from
years,
LA.
man. No doubt. I lost two brothers in 7 years, man. Like I was making good grades in school. I was an honor roll student, man. But it took a toll
Yeah.
on me I was an honor roll student. It took a toll on me down the line. Plus, when you're going in the cold way, you got the drugs, you got the guns, you got the wall, you got, you know what I mean? So all that there playing on my trauma. You know what I mean? So like it was really about my mama. She was, man, that's a strong woman, man. May God bless her soul. Said, bro, she the one that really kept me like in tune because I'm a baby boy. I'm the baby of the family. She the really one kept me in tune, but she couldn't hold me too long because them streets they pull you. It's a strong energy that pull you, bro. So now I'm numb. I'm numb to everything. And I ask myself sometimes, like, why didn't that put enough fear in me to run straight somewhere and hide for the rest of my life? You know what I mean? So that really like showed me like this was created, that breeding ground was created for you to be numb and just not think. They kind of created it where it's like teach you what to think and not how to think. And that's what I was living off.
Okay. Um, I sat back, bro, as I watched the numbers, the numbers grow for both our videos as we went back and forward, right?
Yeah.
And even though a lot of people were engaged, a lot of people tamed, we really was at war, bro. I'm talking about that was all over our city, Magnolia, Calliope at war, and the thing that kind of shook me a little bit was I got a nonprofit. I'm trying to reach out to the average youth, but yet I'm going back and forth with a man that I really, really was after and was really after me.
Yeah.
So
That's
how that
crazy.
look, what I'm saying? How it look to these youngsters where I'm saying, hey man, y'all need to throw that, but yet now I can see if I'm just telling my story, cool. But I'm
Right.
going back and forth with you. So it's
You
like now,
engaging.
right. So it's like now I'm kind of glorifying versus me to say, hey, y'all, look what I did. But y'all don't do this. But me and you
Yeah.
going back and forth, and it's getting other men that's other steppers that's on the sideline that's not with this internet stuff involved, and I know that's gonna cause a problem. You know what I'm
And the
saying?
thing, and the thing is, Terrance, I ain't come on here to troll you or attack you or whatever. You hear me? I was just so sick of everybody telling our story, bro, telling them false narratives to whereas, I knew I was intelligent enough to tell a story and I knew I could tell it without causing damage control. You heard me? So it wasn't even about coming at you, but I say, hold up, man. Man, this was let me tap into him because I know one thing, we got stories, bro. And people need to hear the stories. And that's why I always say in the video, it's not to glorify. This just was something we was going through as adolescents. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Well, Dwayne, um, you did a yeah, you came with a good job. Because listen, at first I wasn't going to entertain you at all, right? But
Right,
then I was like, let me tell you what made me entertain you, bro. Because I was like, well, he from the city. You are certified to talk about this stuff.
right.
So I was like, you doing something where I know for sure you could get paid doing something positive on the internet. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna joust around with him a little bit because I know you could get paid off this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though you and I never got a chance to meet in person and say, listen, bro, let's like how me and T Dub did.
Right.
Let's do this alone. I ain't with this no more. Me and you just jumped on the internet and started going because we never seen each other since we've been home.
We never talk like men.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And like, and I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, man, I would love, I don't know if this is possible, but I would love to get a hall or something, right? And have the Calliope, Magnolia, Melphamine in the same room. I'm talking about the old heads, not them young guys. I'm talking about the old heads because it started with us.
Right.
Well, actually, it started to be a little before us, but it
We was the
really got
last
out of hand
flash.
with us.
We was the last flash before the Katrina.
Right. It really got out of hand with us. But then
Right.
what's crazy is I have a son that's out the Magnolia Project that's known, and he was clashing with the Calliope.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? And he's right now facing 2 homicides in the Fed. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's the next
It's
generation
never
of that.
ending. Never
So
ending cycle.
right, so bro, and they feeding off us. So we got to come together and show them, like, hey man, this not what's up, bro. And I was like, I said, it's fun. I seen people coming. I'm like, and I'm enjoying it, right? Just going
Right.
back down memory lane.
It,
But I
it'll
said,
trick you.
right, you know what I'm saying. But I was like, I didn't want to get other people that's from the
Retired.
to think that, hey, I'm trying to get back out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then what happens is one of our family members might be cruising on, like, oh, you know what? He didn't kick the back. Oh, let me hit him. You know what I'm saying? Because in this war, when my brother came around and in my Infinity, somebody out there, y'all owe me for this, man. Somebody need to pay for that truck. I had to pay my insurance, bro. My insurance went up. They hit my truck up. My brother and my homie got hit up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then around the house, trying to hit my brother, my mom get hit. So, for me to come here and talk to you, it's showing people that, hey, it's rope here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live that life no more. You know,
And say Gangsta,
um,
bro. Let me tell you something, man.
I thought I was
That's
Terrance.
well, I hit you back and forth, let you know you still like that, right?
No, I'm Terrance.
Not
I want to
brother,
stay
that
Terrance.
brother like that. I got you, Terrence. But look,
Okay.
say, bro, the stuff is so sickening, man. You so sick in the head, bro, to where like that's not normal, bro. You know, shooting at people and pulling off all kind of capers and doing all kind of stuff like that, bro. See, these paradigms was created for us, bro. Like just say around my hood, right? You got the project, you got the supermarket, and you got the recreation center. So nobody have to leave the community for nothing. So no information going out, no information coming in. So the information that been in that hood since the 60s is still in that hood. So generation after generation gonna be cross-eyed and cross-minded. You see what I'm saying? And bump their heads. So that's where it started. So by me and you right here, bro, it's a good thing, man, because the world need to know, bro. Like it's no beef. These stories from 30 years ago we was talking about that we never really got out of our systems. You know what I mean? Like let's hook up, man. Let's bring the peace, man. Let's save lives.
Right. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. And I humbly apologize because I underestimated you. I was like, I'm hearing you talk now, and I was like, maybe chill out the Calliope. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna say I know for a fact T Dub is very intelligent, very smart. Because I've been around him. I see how he read and study, and I was like, yeah, I need to make sure I'm on my A game. When it comes to the education department side.
Right,
But I never played you for this side. I always had you on. You gonna grab you a chopper, grab you something to drink, something to smoke, whatever, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hearing you
right.
talk now, I'm like, bro, you gotta crank that nonprofit back up, man. Don't worry about the people, the grants and the helping out. Once people see you moving out, they gonna step in. They gonna help. But then you gotta lead by example.
No doubt. Saying that's what I'm gonna do out here, man. Like yeah, I got the nonprofit. It's still active down there in the city. It's called Voice of Experience.
Okay.
So we're gonna bring it on the road, man, and try to save lives. Like I say, we got to get them kids, take them on college tours because we can talk to them till they blue in the face. But we got to understand, symbolism is the greatest form of influence. When I see it, that's what I'm gonna be like. Say they throw a foam in the air and it just float by itself. I'm gonna be influenced by that to go get that. Like you see what I'm saying? So it's the symbols. We got to give them the symbols. We got to take them to the information. We
Right.
can't just put them in the classroom and talk to them. No, we got to take them to the information where their mind can open up and see things. You heard me?
Right. Let me ask you this. Now, just a few hours ago, you and I were trading disc videos. What went through your mind when I reached out to you to come on and talk?
The comments, the like people like you can like. I always been the type like my gut don't lie to me. And me reading the comments, I wasn't feeling well about them. I'm like, man, I'm creating like a whole different disturbance, and I don't want that on my hands. going forward. I got kids. I got grandkids. You know what I mean?
Me too. I got a lot of them.
I already know.
Whoa.
I already
Yes,
know.
man. But yeah, man, I was like, let me reach out to him. I said, maybe, he might be like, nah, I don't want to talk to you. Man, you just was over here doing this and this. But I was like, but what made me want to reach out to you, I was like, when I seen you on there and I seen you talking about them youngsters and talking about the age and how you go, I said, man, this man, he have more to just talking about the Calliope in New Orleans as a whole. I was like, I need to talk with him because, I like to have fun. I like to put out my little videos because that's how I make my living. But when it comes to these children, and see, like a lot of guys I've got into video beef with on the internet. Those,
Uh-huh.
those were people I don't know.
I already
But
know that. They
you know what
don't
I'm saying?
know you.